Can you hear the put of vintage engines behind me? I'm at, let me just look, I got the flyer here. Let's get this right. The Bristol and South Gloucestershire Stationary Engine Club Vintage Rally and Tractor event at Culpit Heath. Okay mate, so here we are, you're about to charge me £4 to come in, which is worth the money. Can you tell me what your event is about today?
Yes, we're the Bristol and South Gloucestershire Stationary Engine Club, based here at Culpit Heath. What we have today is a large number of stationary engines, which are small engines that would have driven anything that was belt driven, and you could move it around to drive something else, whether it's a water pump, a corn mill, I've seen much stranger things on there, a cherry stone
right.
egg cleaners.
Okay.
It could be anything at all, it really could. So we've got quite a lot of engines here for people to see. We're also in conjunction with the Sodbury Old Vale Tractor Club, who are doing what they call a scratch about.
Right.
It's not a proper ploughing competition, they're just practicing amongst themselves to have what they refer to as a scratch about. A lot of people have come along and they've greatly enjoyed themselves, and hopefully
Brilliant.
We'll see you here next year.
Hopefully, thank you very much. That tells everyone
welcome.
exactly what's going on. This is not far from my house actually. I saw this and thought, oh, I'll come to this with Harry, because there's bound to be some vintage tractors for him, and then of course Harry's got football, so I worked out I'm going to get back in time to for the football match, so I've come here on my own. There's a lot going on, look at this. Look at that.
Passed you the other day.
In the steam engine, in that one.
Yeah, that was Jamie you were speaking to.
Yeah. Oh, was it? Was that his?
No,
Who was
Jamie
on
was
it?
the one you. Oh, Jamie
Oh,
himself.
yeah.
Yeah, we couldn't stop. We were on the way to the pub.
Oh, well, fair play. The pub's more important than talking to me, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is this yours?
Yeah, 1937 wet Axel.
Is it? That's what I never.
Almost as old as Paddy.
I've never seen anything like that before.
No, nor have I. So I bought one.
There can't be many of those around, can there?
No, that's probably a good thing.
A bit of a death trap.
Yeah, they're awful.
But it's lovely to leave it there and do the work, isn't it?
Yeah. They also made a horizontal standing attachment for it for standing timber.
Right. No, that is amazing.
Jamie, monkey farmer.
Oh, that was a bit of a funny one. I just started the video, didn't realise that the guys there were the guys that went by the farm about a month ago on their steam engine and didn't stop. And I just had a chat with him. They were off to the pub, which can't blame them. But they make steam engines. That one there in the background, they've actually made themselves. So hopefully, I said to him, well, can I come down and see you making steam engines? Because it's not far from me, and that is just amazing. Anyway, let's have a little spin round. So Dexter. No, I think that's a chaff cutter. We used to have one of those. And we've also got one of those behind, the Lister engine there. We've got one of those. There we go, that's more like it. I happen to have one of those in the hay barn. Used to power the milking parlour, it was. Made in Dursley, not far from where we live. Here's some more Lister engines. Very common, a Lister. Well, it was common. I don't know whether there are so many of them about now. Of course, like with everything with age, they disappear, don't they? There we go. See, I wonder if they make the trolleys themselves. That's the way to move them, because they are massive lumps of metal otherwise. Look at it pumping water. Well, I've primarily come up here to look at the vintage tractors, because I think there's some here. There's also, I mean, I hope you can hear me okay because it's quite windy. There's also a bit of ploughing going over there, so we're going to have a look at the ploughing in a minute. These are stationary engines. There's a lot of those. I'm just walking by them. I'm just doing an explore at the moment.
What we had was actually a convertible. Yeah. And it had the money indicators.
So we're sort of looking at the old side of farming, if you like, vintage. But if I just turn around behind me, well, they're in front of me actually, look, there's the modern side of farming, just over the hill there. And we've got solar panels there, taking over the farmland that would have been used to produce food. Draw your own conclusion on that. What we're going to do if we put solar panels and everything. Right, there's some vintage machinery here. I haven't seen any tractors yet, either I've missed them. Actually, they could be over with the ploughing. We're going to have a look at that in a minute. But in the meantime, military vehicles here. That's I don't know how old that is. That's a nice old Land Rover, isn't it? I love those. Bit rusty, that one. Look at that. And just over in the background, my eye is drawn to the vintage Massey grey Fergie. Look at that little beauty go. I don't know who's on that, but look at that. That's lovely, isn't it? That's what I like to see. Oh, he's just coming up here. I've got it on the zoom. It's quite a long way away. We're going to have a look at those in a minute. The old Bedford lorry, now that's what I used to see on the roads when I was a kid. Okay, faithful Gloucester Rangeworthy, that's local to me. That's a beautiful old lorry, isn't it? Look at that. And the old Bedford flatbed, look at this. Like I said, I'd see these around when I was a kid, and you don't realise how things change. Look at the size of it. It's tiny, isn't it, compared to the modern lorry? Look at this. Lovely though, good nick. Like brand new. Right. Oh look, there's the vintage tractors. We're going to have a look at those now. There's the cars. We might look at those later, but I'm more interested in the tractors really, to be honest. Buy a shiny tractor. I've just grabbed two gentlemen who know a thing or two about vintage tractors.
It's a rough old banger.
A rough old banger. I believe.
Whoever restored it never done a proper job.
This is your tractor.
My tractor, which
And-
Mr. Thornell did up for me.
And this is the man who did them up.
In 2005 I bought it as a wreck,
Yeah.
and Mr. Thornell did it up for me like new.
It looks
original.
amazing.
And we had a celebration party in 2006, which Mr. Thornell's family came, and lots of other people. I lost two brothers with heart attacks.
Yeah.
But Brother George at 58, Brother Fred at 53, and we raised just over £2,000 for
Brilliant.
his Heart Foundation.
That's brilliant. So, how old is this tractor then?
1974.
Is it? And you had the job.
Or the hot summer in the coat.
You had a job of fixing it up. What state was it in
we
when
did.
you
It's
got
terrible.
it? Was it?
Terrible. The trouble is the man we worked with budget. And
Yeah.
We want to do it right, but at the same time you can overspend if you're not
It's a
careful.
difficult one. Where do you draw the line,
That's
isn't
right.
it?
That's right. And
Yeah, let's have a quick look
the
at
other
it.
one I just done was that one. That's the recent one.
That
Not
one
the-
there?
The other one. next
One up
door.
there. Oh right, I'll have a look at that in a minute. So this, I mean, it looks amazing. Did you do all the metal work and the spraying yourself?
Yes. Yeah.
You did
we do
all
everything
that?
ourselves. Yeah. All the mechanics, all the
Wow.
paperwork. We do everything ourselves.
So, not,
It was supplied by C.E. Davis of Marshall, who was then the international dealer back in the
Right.
Centres area.
Yeah.
And it was owned by Mr. George Gifford at Pickford Farm, Cullery. So when he sold it back to Davis to buy another one, Mr. Davis sold it to a local farmer, and he used it for several years. And when he died, he left it to his lady who used to help on the farm.
Yeah.
And it was in a shed for years, and I bought it off.
you got it out the shed.
Bet Chiswell, her name was, and I called the tractor Betty.
Oh, lovely. How lovely. So this is Betty. It looks amazing, doesn't it? Look at it. The tin work is amazing. You've done a good job on this, haven't you?
Very entertaining at Christmas.
Hey, yeah, you're Father Christmas on this, aren't you?
That's right. Yes, yeah.
Bit of a legend around this area, aren't you? Father Christmas on an international. Brilliant.
Well, get the date ready, December the 25th, and I got a trouble coming down your chimney there.
I know.
So are you guys going out on a tractor run in a bit?
We
is that
are
right?
in about 10 minutes time.
Are you? I'll film you when you leave then. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
As usual when it comes to these events. This is a man who fits our tractor tyres. Look, he's just taking his kid for a lift. Look at this, I've just got to show you this, because this is what happens to me. Dad! Brilliant. That's Dan. Right, so anyway, as I was saying, the problem I got is as I walk around, I do know quite a few people here. And also people recognise me off YouTube, so it's difficult. I keep filming and stopping. But anyway, so we've got grey Fergie here. The wind noise might be a problem here. There's a grey Fergie. We're going to go on up. Look at the tractors further up. They're going on soon. This is the other. Look at this super county. It's amazing. It's a beast. Harry would like that. County Super 6. It's got a little plaque on it. Oh yeah. I'm going to keep walking on up because I want to get over the ploughing as well. This could be a very long video if I'm not careful. Here's my favourite welder, Cecil. How are you? This is yours, isn't it?
This is mine.
Good, mate. You don't mind me filming your little interview about your tractor?
Oh, right.
So I'll have a chat. I'll turn it off and have a chat with you in a sec. Just tell me about this. This is yours, isn't it? So I've seen you at a few rallies. So what year is this one then?
It's 1964.
And that's an early one, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they made about 23,000 of them.
Wow.
So yeah, they had a good production.
Do you think many are left though? Because they start off with that number, but you know.
There is a lot left.
Is there?
Yeah, because it was a spanner man's job.
Yeah.
There is nothing high-tech about the thing.
That's what I like about these vintage tractors. You can get a spanner on them, can't you? No computers and laptops.
No. I got to admit, the back axle, the oil seal's gone on it,
Right.
so I got to do that this year. Yeah.
So have you? When you bought this, then I can see you've done some work on it. But when you bought it, was it a wreck, or is it one you've had for years, or did it start on your farm?
I'll put it this way, when my father retired, he dropped me down his tractor because he sold up the farm.
Yeah.
Yes, and I didn't have no use for it at the time, so I let me next door neighbour borrow it.
Right.
I got to be careful what I got to say.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I know.
He had it for 10 years and it was completely wrecked.
Was it?
I should have left it down on the farm. It was just absolutely hanging.
Was it?
When we pulled the engine apart, he only had one piston with all the rings on it.
No way.
He would still go.
Wow.
So they're pretty robust.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And you've done it up since, and you sort of used it at rallies and things like that.
Yeah, I've only took it out once. I'm getting too old to take it. I got a chauffeur now, my nephew.
Oh, well, that's
he drives it for me.
Oh right, even better. Keep it in the family then. That's brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah, we're going up to Frampton next Sunday.
Oh, Frampton show.
Well,
I don't think I'm going to make that, but
my nephew's driving up there. It's about a 2-hour drive.
Because it is. What's the top speed on this then? Probably like 10 mile an hour or something.
Well, put it this way: you will do 15, but if you do 15, you don't sit in the seat. So you got to.
I know exactly what you mean, Cecil.
Yeah, if you do 10, you're okay.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Old Church Road up here is as rough as an old plough ground.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
They weren't never meant to go out on the road. That was it.
And they weren't meant to be driven fast, were they?
No,
They're just a tool to use on the farm.
Yeah.
Pot around.
Yeah.
That's brilliant. Thanks, Cecil.
And how are you? Well.
Thank you, Cecil. All right. I'm just going to film these tractors moving off. I got caught out. They're starting to run. That tractor went by our farm about 8 o'clock this morning. That's what I want. I want one of these. One day, Harry. Look at this. This is awesome. Look, dog house. The dog goes behind. I love it. I absolutely love it. Oh my God, look at that. That is cool. That's my favourite tractor here. Whoever owns that, you're a legend. Right, look, they're all lining up to go. The old International. I think there'll be some smoke in a minute. There's a David Brown. Another David Brown. And there we go, the Grey Fergie. And another David Brown, look at this. He's chugging away. They're all lining up, not sure when they'll go. In the meantime, there's the vintage cars. What's your top speed on this then?
Top speed on this?
Yeah.
About 14 mile an hour.
Is it? That's fast enough, isn't it?
For us Oldens,
Yeah. It's an amazing condition, isn't it?
Well,
Have you done it? Have you had this tractor long?
Yeah, ever since I retired.
Have you?
Yeah.
So when did you retire? You still work though, don't you?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. God willing and all
Yeah.
that. About 8 years.
Have you? And have you done much work to it?
Very little.
Yeah. It's in lovely condition.
It was supplied by Western farmers in Gloucester
Yeah.
to somebody up at Redstone.
Right.
It then went down to, what's her name now, still at O'Brien.
Right.
Then went up to Gasby's.
Right.
And when I was up getting straw the last few years of Chris Daniels, I saw it in the shed. And when I retired, I thought, well, I bought one just like that a number of years before.
Right.
And sold it when we had the Leyland.
Yeah.
Part exchange. And I thought, yeah, that'll do nicely.
Brilliant.
And I did all the painting, bar the mud guards and the bonnet.
Right.
And I got Chris Pickford to do that.
He's done a good job on it, hasn't he?
He did a good job.
Really tidy. Brilliant. Have a good run on it then, Ernie, alright?
We will.
Brilliant.
Take care.
Well, I don't know how much you can hear above the wind and the engine noise. I don't think it's long till they set off. The rain is just starting, which is really annoying. I think they're just dropping off that implement to make it easier for this chap. You can win the award for the best beard in this place.
One try.
That's awesome.
When I get driving, it tends to go out like this.
Can I ask you about your tractor?
Of course, yeah.
So, how long have you had it then?
3 years, I guess, something like that.
Have you?
Yeah.
And have you restored it, or have you?
No, I've done a few bits and bobs. I put a new exhaust on last night in the dark. So
Right. Oh, yeah, it's tiny, isn't it? Oh, look, are you going now? Oh, mate, good luck. Have a good one. Oh. They're off. I'm going to get rain on my lens here. Can't help that. David Brown. Oh, there's a few more stragglers coming. Oh, the weather's just changed. Look at this beast, that is great. Look at that. What a monster. I wonder what that does to the gallon. Monster! And here we go, what a contrast. A little grey Fergie, love it. I love it. Oh, they're off. So they're off on their tractor run. Poor chaps, just when the weather's changing, you can see it's just starting to rain. It's not very heavy, but enough to be annoying. Right, I think I'm going to head over and have a look at the vintage ploughing, or the ploughing. I might get a bit wet. They're still lined up because they've got to wait for the traffic that are coming in to go. Oh, there's a Rolls Royce arriving. Look at that. How lovely is that? Look at that. Way. And they're off properly now. Right, let's go and have a look at the ploughing. Well, this is a cracking spot to have a ploughing match. Look at this. Lovely view across. Now, look at what we got there. So you'll have to help me if I don't know my tractor models, but we got what we got down there. Is that a Fordson? Grey Fergie there. Looks like a Fergie and a David Brown there. Coming over there, we've got that's a Leyland, isn't it? And then what we got here, I'm not sure what that is. Is it a Marshall or something? Oh no, I know the man who owns it. Haha. And then there's a little red Fergie over there. Let's go and have a look because this is awesome. I love seeing this. Here we go, we got the old grey Fergie coming through. When you compare that with what people plough with now, this is amazing, isn't it? And this was amazing in its day because it took over from the Shire Horse, these sort of tractors, or earlier tractors than this. Look at that. Wonderful. Alright, flag, look at that. Wonderful. Four-wheel drive on there. When you see a little tractor like that ploughing, it makes you realise how far things have come, really. Because I compare it with our little farm when my dad had a grey Fergie with a plough, just like there's probably a Fergie plough on the back of there. My dad, we still got the plough actually, along with a finger bar mower. My dad would plough with something like that, and I can just about remember him doing it. But what you got now is you've got people like Terry who are ploughing, and they're ploughing with like a 5 furrow or 7 furrow reversible plough. And so he had to go round there, but Terry would just flip the plough and go straight back down the way he came. You can't do that with that. So, but what people achieved even with those little 2 furrow ploughs is amazing. You know, they still plant a field like this. It would just take them flipping weeks. Right, we're going to leave him there. We're going to go over here and have a look. Just looking at the stubble here and wondering what plant this was in here. I can't tell from that. Someone else will tell me. That's a seed pod there, but I'm not sure what that was. Something in here that I'm not used to seeing. Right, we're going to go and see Robin. He's on that tractor there. I do know him. Look at it. I love the chugging noise it makes. It's the noisiest tractor here. He's got a cultivator on the back of there. There's some big stones here. So he's not ploughing, he's basically cultivating. Aye! Alright! I love it, I love that tractor. The noise it makes is so unique. It's like pop, 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 pop. Oh, he's giving a bit of welly now. Dusty, isn't it? We haven't had much rain. The rain's stopped now, isn't it? Any moisture in the ground on the top of here is just burning off, even after it's been ploughed. You can see that going round now, can't you? Look at the smoke coming out when it's under pressure. Look at that. Puffing Billy, isn't it? Well, next to him, next to Robin, is my little baby that I want to get. 35. Let's go and have a look at the 35 and just see Robin go by. There we go. Alright, let's go and have a look at the 35. I'm just looking at the soil here. It's a very different sort of soil than we got at home. It's just sort of a bit of clay in it. And it's just sort of more of a grey colour. Interesting type of soil. Stone's different as well. Our soil's a lot browner than that. Right, I'm going to walk down here. So there's the Massey going down there. It looks like the Leyland and is it a super major or the major? I can never get them right on that one. They've stopped. Maybe they've done their bit. The Leyland has stopped. He's just parking up. So we'll get down here and have a look at the 35. There you are, he's just coming back up now. Oh, the noise from that. The noise from that. Oh. Right. No wonder farmers are deaf, when old boys, because they have to put up with the noise on those machines. No Q cabs. Here we go, look. Look at that beauty. Love it. That's another massive flag. You've got the weights on the back in the ground. Slow and steady. Just look like they're hitching that on now. Porcelain. Here's the Leyland. What have they got on the back of here? Another 2-furrow plough, look. International plough. Done the work, look, it's all shiny. Shiny, shiny. Super major, I was right then. Big wheel on there, isn't it? Three furrow. Right. 3 furrow. There you go, he's off. He's going straight on it, isn't he? I'm not sure if they swapped over or what. Look at that, straight on it. 3 furrow. Not hanging around there. So the thing is, as the tractors developed over time, they became more powerful. They were able to pull more. So that's a 3 furrow plough, which possibly the little grey Fergie would struggle to pull, probably wouldn't be able to manage it, it'd be too much for it. So you kind of like, as the tractor developed, the power got bigger, it could pull more, do more, and then you got developed to where we're at now with the massive T7s and things like that, or bigger, that pull in these massive ploughs. You're not hanging around. Lovely to see this. Alright Robin, I think a lot of people would like to know about this tractor because you don't see many of these, do you?
Well, there's plenty about. So Field Marshal 3A, 1953-ish.
1953?
Yeah, so one of the...
So what sort of horsepower are we talking on this?
40, yeah.
40?
They're all about the same, really.
It's a big tractor, it's unusual, isn't it, having the flywheels on it. How come it's got flywheels compared with a conventional tractor?
The piston goes forward, so it's horizontal.
Right. Is it?
Single cylinder.
Yeah.
And it's a 6.5 inch bore, 9 inch stroke. Single cylinder, and the flywheel on the outside here is to give it momentum to help start it.
So why did they do everything different than what everyone else was doing then?
They used the pulley on the other side a lot for thrashing.
I know, so let's have a look round here. Oh yeah, so we got this. So that would be used on thrashing.
Yeah, so you got the clutches there as well. So
yeah.
When I let the clutch in,
right,
it stops the pulley.
Ah,
so
right.
You can put the belt on and you line up to the thrashing drum.
So it's like a dual-purpose machine then, really?
Well, yeah, that's right. Yeah,
and in those days, they were still using all that kit, weren't they?
That's
Whereas
right.
now we look at it and go, what?
Yeah, well, we got no hydraulics on here at all.
None?
Just the pulley.
Is that right? I didn't realise.
PTO, but
yeah. No hydraulics? Wow. I had no idea. I just saw this and thought, oh, you're doing the job of working it. Didn't realise.
No.
So kind of so extra usage there, but limited usage on other things.
That's right. Yeah. Some of them did have hydraulics. You buy an extra unit supplied by hydraulic, but I've not managed to find one yet myself.
Right. So how long have you had this one?
About 20 years.
20 years.
Yeah.
So is this an original kind of straight off the farm condition then, really, isn't it?
It came back from Australia, so that's why it's almost like it's been
sandblasted.
Yeah.
How come it came back from Australia then? That's unusual.
Well, so many have been imported again.
Have they?
Yeah, because
collectors.
Too many collectors out here.
Yeah. It's what keeps the price high, isn't it?
Let's hope so.
But then that's what keeps them.
Well, I'd be quite happy if they don't make anything at all, because then I can buy more, you know?
Yeah. I love it. This is a wonderful day though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's good.
You're lucky the weather's still holding out.
Yeah, I don't know how long for, but
it's lovely to see it, mate. Keep it alive, that's what I say.
Definitely.
Thank you, Robin. Appreciate that.
No problem.
There you go, that was nice to speak to Robin there. I see him around at these sort of shows. Good guy. All these people who have these tractors, they're always nice, interesting people to talk to. You know, it's good to have an interest in these sort of things. I think blokes get a certain age and they want something to play with, don't they? If you know what I mean. When you're 14, you're playing with something else. And when you're 50, you want to play with a spanner. Anyway, right, I'm going to head on up now. I'm going to go back soon. I'm just going to have another little look at the top and then we'll head off. Just me and Todd, I've just stopped for a quick break to chat to this chap about his MG. He used to be my neighbour, so we're back out on the stationary engines in a minute. I'm trying to talk Todd into doing a YouTube channel, and if he does, I'll go down and see him and show you what he's up to. Right, while I was chatting to Todd, the tractor run people have just come back, so they're all back. Ooh, I'm just going to nip through the vintage car run. Some nice old cars here. Look at those. That's nice. There's the Austin 7 like we saw from Ron's. I wonder if it is Ron's. You might have driven it here and left it here. I don't know. Can't remember his number plate. And a Frog Eye Sprite. Right. I'm actually going to go and think I might just get myself a bacon roll before I head back. Because it's lunchtime. And there's no one at home, so I probably won't have a very exciting lunch if I go home. So a bacon roll here might be quite nice. And then I think I'll head off. There we go. That'll keep me going for a little bit. Lovely. Oh, you can't beat a bacon roll, can you? Lovely. Right, I'm heading home now. I was going to go and see this other guy about engine up there, but he seems to have disappeared. So I'm just back down by the steam engine where we came in. We'll have a closer look at that. The guy's got a massive old chainsaw going. I probably can't hear it. Let me just spin it around. One that they built not that long ago, I think. I think that's what he said. Just wait and see him on that. There you go, that's it then. I'm heading home. I've had a very nice couple of hours walking around here, meeting a few people I know and just seeing a few different bits of machinery. It's something very pleasurable way to spend an afternoon.